Good morning. I am 7 days away from turning 45, and I had a great conversation with one of my children on the other night, and it made me feel real good about myself. It made me feel good about the experiences that we've had, that I've allowed them to have in their life. And I'm grateful. I'm proud because I know a lot of children. I mean, as I was coming up, I know a lot of children who lost a parent, one or both, or went through traumatic experiences as children. And I know that a lot of them had tumultuous lives. I mean, like, everything just went awry. Everything. And I feared that. That was my biggest fear when my husband died, that my children would just not be successful, not be stable mentally because they had lost their daddy. But that didn't happen. It was not. I cannot take all the credit for that because it was God. It was God first. It was God. Because had I not been led by him in so many areas and listened to him in so many areas of my life, it wouldn't have turned out like that. I'm pretty sure. Because there were a whole lot of other things going on in our lives. We had a tumultuous life, losing people back to back to back, losing things back to back. For a child to keep losing stuff, that's a lot. And I feared so much that it would mess them up. I did. But I didn't cave in to the what I call the weakening petting. I call it weakening petting. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's weakening petting because sometimes when our children are losing things or are in tumultuous situations or challenging situations, we come with, oh, woo, 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 baby, oh, boo, we do that, don't we? We do that. Yeah, you do that. You do it. I know you do. I've done it. But there is a time for that, and it's a time not for that. And when you do that too much, you do what a friend told me I was doing. A friend told me, you rub that dog too much. You rubbing him too much. I probably do rub my dog too much. But I didn't get my dog to protect me, so I ain't even worried about that. I can protect me. I ain't worried about that. I'm covered by the blood. You don't know. But anyway, so as I was saying, my kids could have been a whole lot of other things. My daughter could have been a stripper or a prostitute, and that ain't what I wanted her to be. And if you're a stripper or a prostitute, or your daughter is, I'm not saying that something is wrong with it. That's what y'all want to do with y'all life. That ain't what those are not the values that I want my children to have. I choose different for my kids. Don't say I'm mad, and don't say I'm talking about people who got strippers for daughters and prostitutes. I don't care what your daughter do. I care what my daughter do. And that's not what I'm talking about, okay? So, but she could have been it. My daughter signed up to go to the army and make some money and go to school. That's what she said. She said, I'm going to get, no, I ain't getting no scholarship. Don't worry about it. Going to the army, get me some money, go to school. And she got her stuff together. And I am proud. My sons, they could have been drug dealers, drug addicts, strung out, whatever. They not. They got their head on straight. They working towards real goals. Like school and football and getting, expanding on their careers and things. And I'm like, y'all could have been doing so much other stuff. And then I am guilty of exposing them to BS people. I did. I exposed them to BS people. And they still turned out good. Nobody's perfect. Please, y'all. People be like, no, I'm not saying my kids are perfect. They aren't, but I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed in the fruits of my labor. That's it. I'm happy. They did good. They made their mama proud.